Oh goody, something that relates to concerts and photography that I can talk about / rant about. Good Thursday afternoon or morning or whatever time it is that you're watching this video. I feel the need to talk about this because it has a direct effect on what I do for a living. Excuse my cat chewing very loudly in the background. That's just gonna continue. Apple is trying to, or is working on creating basically an infrared blocking device that will disable your iPhone from taking photos or video at a concert or wherever they choose, but they are trying to mostly promote the concert use. So as a photographer, I don't really like seeing photographers in the photo pit with their iPhones because that's not a professional camera. But okay, but go ahead. I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm not going to tell you to get out of the pit. It's kind of irritating to see our image as photographers, and I'm speaking for myself and my friends that are photographers at shows. It kind of makes us look unprofessional if there are photographers and people with their iPhones in the photo pit. And the reason I say that is because we spend so much time perfecting our craft and saving up for this equipment that we love and that we want to use to advance our careers. That's why we keep buying new gear. That's why you guys keep seeing new lenses on my cameras. That's why you keep seeing the quality of my content go up. So that's why us as photographers, we don't really like to see people with their iPhones in the pit, just because it really makes us look bad. The photos are never going to be as good as they could be on a DSLR. Not to say that you can't take good photos on an iPhone, you totally can. But we're talking about Apple implementing this crazy ass shit. But as a band member, as well as somebody that fronts a band, this in my face all the time, not cool, not okay. I mean, that's why photographers are typically limited to the first 3 songs of the set, so that they get their photos, they get that all done, and then the band and the audience can connect as one and be together and not have somebody between you other than a security guard or someone with their fucking iPhone. And typically after the first 3 songs, the fans start to get into the music and they get more crazy. Metal shows, after the first 3 songs, they usually crowd surf way the fuck more, which is awesome. I don't know who started the first 3 songs rule, but I should probably know that. Why can you only shoot the first 3 songs at a concert?
Let me check that. Okay, I found this on the web for why can you only shoot the first 3 songs at a concert.
Fans that jump on stage and take their phone out to record Snapchat or something, you're really taking away from the live performance of the show, and that's why we hate you. However, stopping a show to tell someone in the audience to stop recording or taking photos of you while you're performing on stage, that also takes away from the show. And I get that musicians and artists don't like to be recorded or filmed on stage if it's not by a photographer. I get that there are people out there like that. I personally, I don't care as much, but yes, it does irritate me, but I'm not going to say anything unless you're truly disrupting my show. And everyone's guilty pleasure actor, Benedict Cumberbatch, even stopped in the middle of performing Hamlet to tell someone to turn their phone off and stop recording him. That's like way too far for you to stop a show because you are acting in Hamlet. That's a really big deal. I come from a theater background. That's a huge fucking deal. It's like saying Macbeth while you're performing Macbeth. Like, it's just a no-no. You just don't stop. So this technology, everyone is saying, by everyone I mean Apple. Apple's saying that it's strictly going to be used for concert etiquette, but I feel like that's a complete sham. I really do. And I've talked about Apple before, and I also know that I'm a sheep because I have an iPhone, which makes me a hypocrite for having an iPhone. It does everything I need it to do, so way to go, Apple. My buddy Christian, who owns Sad Boy Clothing, he's out on Warped Tour all year. Go pick some shit up from him. His merch is great. He's a really cool guy. Posted on Facebook about this Apple situation because he is a photographer. And most of our mutual friends all commented on this post saying similar things. I think that there are pros and cons to every situation. I do not think that this was created for venues. I honestly think that this is their cover story and they are going to use it for the police. I think they're going to use it for the police for this reason. The justice system is corrupt. It's always been corrupt. It's going to get more corrupt before it gets better. And we can sit around and talk about how much we're going to change it, but nobody's changing anything. It's still corrupt. It's still, I mean, how many dead people do there have to be to put an end to crooked swine? Thank you, Issues, for that amazing one-liner. So relevant and so true. So if cops have to wear these body cameras, why? So instead of spending millions of dollars on body cameras, cops could just get this little Apple device that obviously is cheap enough for venues to use, because not every venue is the House of Blues. Not every venue is a Live Nation venue. Cops could put these little tiny sensors on them, and if you see a cop beating the shit out of somebody or shooting somebody and you go to record them and that infrared laser beam is on their suit, then your phone's going to be disabled from recording or taking photos. And that's where this gets really complicated. So if it were to come down to a vote, I would vote absolutely not, because I know that in the wrong hands, this could be used to really, really ruin a lot of things. And I know everything created good can be used for bad in the wrong hands, but I'm hoping that our world is not as twisted as I think it is. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you want to read more about it, I will put an article in the description. You can click on it, go check it out. Let me know what you want me to talk about on Monday, and I will see you then. Thank you guys for continuing to listen to me rant about things that I am very passionate about. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Stay strong, keep enduring. And quit taking your phone out at concerts.